Hello, 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 and welcome again to the video for Freedom Ain't Free. My name is Joel Hughey. I'm the principal at ARC Financial Strategies, and we're so glad that you chose to share some time with us today. Today's video is the 3 buckets of investing, your roadmap to financial freedom. And so we started the Freedom Ain't Free channel for some very specific reasons. Where we discovered that there was a problem, there was a challenge here in our country, and the systems that we have been taught, the systems that we have plugged into, were designed to keep us working. They weren't designed to get us financially free. So we wanted to create a channel where you could come and get a step-by-step series of instructions that are going to help you actually get to financial freedom. How do we define financial freedom here at the Freedom Ain't Free channel? It's real simple, right? We want to get you to $2 million of investable assets. That's right. $2 million in investable assets. That's going to spit off some income for you in the neighborhood of $120,000 to $160,000 every single solitary year, as long as you maintain that 6 to 8% return. We're going to show you how to get to that $2 million, build that portfolio. We're going to share with you all the wisdom, all the knowledge, and all the understanding of all the financial tools and instruments that are available to you in America. We're not limited to one specific thing to talk about here on the Freedom Ain't Free channel. I'm going to teach you about everything. I'm going to go through all the products, all the ideas, and all of the strategies. At ARC Financial Strategies, where I'm the principal, we work with a group of people we like to call Henrys, right? We specialize in Henrys, right? Those are high earners, not rich yet, right? You got the income. You busted through, and now you got this extra amount of money every single solitary month, and you don't know what to do with it. You don't know where to put it. You don't know how to maximize it. Those are the people that we work best with at ARC Financial Strategies, and our goal at ARC Financial Strategies is to get you what we like to call your freedom number. That's right. I'm going to tell you exactly how much money you need to save on a monthly basis to get you to that $2 million investable asset portfolio specific to you. So if you want to get your freedom number, they're going to give you some opportunities to connect with us in the video. Take a 15-minute consultation. I'll get you your freedom number, and we'll walk you through and help you get and accomplish what you need to. But if you don't want to do it that way, right? If you just want to watch the videos that we're going to share with you on today, I'm going to give you everything you need to know right here for free on the Freedom Ain't Free channel, right? And the overall path and the overall pattern is for us to teach you the 7 steps to financial freedom, right? There's 7 steps to financial freedom, and here they are. Step number 1 is you got to get the knowledge. You got to get the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding of how all the financial tools work. Number 2, you got to learn how to improve your cash flow. Right, how to get your money moving in the right direction that you want it to go to, and not the way the bank wants your money to go. Step number 3, we got to teach you how to reduce your debt. We're going to get you out of all consumer debt. We're going to show you the strategies to use to get you out of debt in 9 years or less without spending any additional money than you're already spending, right? We're also going to show you how to reduce your taxes. 40% of your income is going into taxes, ladies and gentlemen, and you need a plan to reduce that tax bill today. We're also going to show you how to minimize your risk, right? I'm going to do a whole video on the 9 risks to your financial freedom, right? There's 9 things that are attacking your money every single solitary day, and you need a plan for all 9. And then lastly, you need your freedom number. You need a plan to get you to that $2 million in investable assets, and we're going to share those strategies with you. So today's video, we're talking about the 3 buckets of investing, your roadmap to financial freedom. I'm going to walk you through all 3 of the tax buckets. I'm going to tell you what tools are in each bucket, how to maximize the tools in that bucket, and we're going to get you in and out of here in about 15 to 20 minutes. So whenever you're investing $1, it's going to fall into one of 3 buckets. The first bucket is the taxable bucket. What that means is you had $1. You invested that $1. You made a profit, and now you have to pay tax on that $1 this year. Your second bucket is a tax-deferred bucket. That means you had $1. You did not pay tax on the $1. You invested $1. You made a second $1. And now sometime in the future, you've got to pay tax on both dollars. The third bucket is my favorite. It's the tax-free bucket. That means I already paid tax on the $1. I invested the $1. I made another $1, and I never have to pay tax on the gains, right? Each one of these strategies, you want to learn all of the tools that are inside of each strategy so you can maximize those tools and maximize the tax advantages of each individual strategy. So we're going to take a few minutes, walk you through all of them today, and then I'm going to do another video breaking down each one individually. So in the taxable bucket, right, in a taxable bucket, you have assets that are available to you in the form of CDs, regular savings accounts. The bank's going to give you interest on your money while your money is sitting. We have some strategies in that area that can get you right now up to 4% on that money while it's just sitting in the bank. That's a taxable account. At the end of the year, you're going to get a statement that talks about how much interest you got, and you have to pay tax on those dollars. You might have a CD, a certificate of deposit, right? That is a short-term CD, right? At the end of that window, you're going to get your gain, and then you're going to have to pay tax on that if you have it in a very short vehicle, having access to it and having it some version of liquidity, right? These are taxable investment strategies. If you're buying stocks or you're buying bonds or even if you're buying mutual funds, but you're selling them within a 12-month period of time, the gains on those strategies are taxable gains. As ordinary income, you're going to have to pay tax on them. If you're an options trader, right, and you're going up and down of the market, right, if you're earning a gain in this year, you're going to have to pay tax on that gain this year. So those are strategies that you can use in a taxable way, in a taxable strategy. Now, why would we use those strategies, right? You're going to mostly use those taxable strategies when you're at distribution, right? So if I got $2 million and I put it in a high-yield savings account and I'm getting 4% on my $2 million, I got $80,000 a year coming in that I can use as income, right? That I can use as income. So in that strategy, I'm going to pay tax on that $80,000. That's the first bucket, is your taxable bucket. Your second bucket is the tax-deferred bucket. Remember, I didn't pay tax on the dollar. I put it in the bucket. I made a gain on that dollar. And sometime in the future, I've got to pay taxes on both dollars. So in the video that I did last week, we talked about the qualified plan strategy. That's your 401ks, 403bs, your TSPs, your pension plans. These are strategies where I'm saving money today. I'm getting a tax deduction today. But in the future, I've got to pay taxes on those dollars. You might have a fixed annuity, as an example. That would be another tax-deferred strategy. You might actually have a non-qualified account that you used after-tax dollars to fund, but the gains you're going to have to pay taxes on sometime in the future, right? Some of you have deferred compensation plans, right? I'm not paying tax on that money today. I'm deferring that compensation into the future, and I'm going to pay tax on both the original dollar and the gain at some point in the future. That is your tax-deferred strategy. So, as an example, if you wanted to max out your 401k and you're under the age of 50, the maximum amount of money you can put into that strategy this year would be $25,000. If you're over the age of 50, the maximum amount of money you could put into that strategy would be an additional $5,000. That's $30,000. If you saved $30,000 a year, that's right, ladies and gentlemen, you could get to that $2 million investable asset arc that we're talking about helping you get to, right? You got to navigate it. You got to get the right rate of return in order to accomplish it, but you still have to pay tax on the $2 million. If you opened up a traditional IRA, if you're under the age of 50, that's $7,000 you could put into the IRA. If you're over the age of 50, that's $8,000 you could put into that strategy. You can have both the 401k and the IRA strategy. If you're over the age of 50 and you're saving $38,000 a year, that's right, you too could get financially free utilizing that tax-deferred strategy, right? So now, the third bucket is the tax-free bucket, right? Again, I had $1. I already paid tax on the dollar. I invested the dollar, and at some point in the future, I never have to pay taxes on the gains. That money is growing completely tax-free. You basically have four strategies in the tax-free area. Number one, you could have a Roth IRA. Roth is simply the senator who got it approved, wrote his name in the legislation. Just like your traditional IRA, it has a limitation. If you're under the age of 50, you can put $7,000 in the Roth. If you're over the age of 50, you can put $8,000 in the Roth. Now, the Roth also has income restrictions, right? So if you make over a certain amount of money, then you can't put money in the Roth strategy, right? So for my Henrys out there, high earners, not rich yet, if you're making too much money, you can't use the Roth IRA strategy. You're going to need a different strategy. The other tax-free strategy that's available to you in our country are loans to the government, whether you're doing municipal bonds or treasury notes. You loan the government money. The government pays you back a defined rate of return. You don't pay tax on that gain. That gain comes back to you tax-free. So depending on whether you use municipal bonds, state tax-free, treasury notes, federal tax-free, each one of those strategies work a little bit differently, but they come back to you tax-free. So that's an area where you can grow your assets. They're great distribution tools that you can use down the road when you're ready to withdraw money from that $2 million. We can utilize that strategy. You also have energy strategies, right, where I can invest in certain pieces of the puzzle, whether that's utilities, oil, or gas. I can invest in those strategies and receive those returns back completely tax-free with some limitations as well. You can also use an insurance strategy, whether you're using a whole life policy, an indexed universal life policy, or a variable universal life policy. The gains inside of your insurance strategy, you can borrow against the cash value in that policy and never pay any taxes on that dollars because you took it out utilizing a loan strategy, right? So each one of those tools are available to you in the tax-free space, and you can use those strategies, max out those strategies to create your $2 million portfolio. So now, I'm recommending that we use all three strategies. You need some money in your taxable bucket, you need some money in your tax-deferred bucket, you need some money in your tax-free bucket. Depending on your situation, are you making too much money? Can't use that strategy. Are you unhealthy? Can't use that strategy. If your job doesn't have the 401k, you can't use that strategy. Here is why on the Freedom Ain't Free channel, I'm going to teach you about every strategy that is available to you, because no one strategy is necessarily going to work for everybody. We've got to put a plan together that's specific for you, that's going to get you to your freedom number, that's going to get you outside of the system that the government has you currently in, that's designed to keep you working. It's designed to keep you in debt. It's designed to keep you punching that clock every single solitary day. Here at Freedom Ain't Free, we don't want you to have to do that. We want to get you out of debt in 9 years or less. We want to get you to that freedom number, that $2 million in assets, so you can gain back control of your time and use your time to do the things that you're passionate about. So just recapping today's video real quick, we were talking about the three buckets of investing. You got a taxable bucket, tax-deferred bucket, tax-free bucket. We want to maximize each one of those buckets to get you to that $2 million so you can be free, so you can walk away and you can have your time back and you can enjoy life the way you want to enjoy life on your terms. Don't forget, there's 7 steps to financial freedom. Here at the Freedom Ain't Free channel, we're going to teach you all 7. We're going to give you the knowledge, the wisdom, knowledge, and the understanding of all the financial tools that are available in our country. Number 2, we're going to teach you how to improve your cash flow. Where's your money going? We're going to redirect the bad dollars, and we're going to direct them and turn those into good dollars. Number 3, we're going to help you reduce your debt. Get out of debt. We don't like consumer debt. We want you out of that. We want you out of the mortgages. Take that money that you're spending on debt, and let's fill up these 3 buckets of investing, and you'll be on your way to financial freedom. Number 4, got to reduce your taxes. You're paying 40% of your money in taxes. You got income tax. You got state tax. You got personal property tax. You got taxes on your food. You got taxes on your gas, right? We got to give you strategies to reduce your tax bill. Number 5, we got to teach you how to minimize the risk. There are 9 risks. There are 9 things attacking your money each and every day, and you got to have a plan and a strategy to defend yourself against the 9 risks. And then lastly, you got to get your freedom number, ladies and gentlemen. You need to know how much money do you need to save each and every month for you to get free, in whatever time frame you want to get free. Again, my name is Joel Hughey. I'm the principal at ARC Financial Strategies, where predicting the rain doesn't count, building the ARC does. We're so grateful that you carved out some time to spend with us on today. We want to see you next week in our Freedom Ain't Free episode, where we're going to be talking about the 3 phases of financial freedom. We're going to give you all 3 phases of financial freedom. We're going to talk about those. Join us next week on the Freedom Ain't Free channel. We appreciate you carving out some time, and we'll see you next week.